Unfortunately, at some point in our lives, we will all experience something horrible, something heartbreaking, something that will cement itself as the worst thing to ever happen to you. And it is, ladies and gentlemen, with much regret that I inform you that it is very much a part of the human condition. Trauma is for everyone, and it's coming for you, or if it hasn't touched you already. Sometimes these events in your life are at the hands of someone else. Someone does something horrible to you, and once the trauma has finished, you would hope that they are held responsible or accountable. But what if I told you there are some people in some parts of the world, if they believe in a particular God, they are given the benefit of the doubt. They are not treated the same as other people who believe in other gods or no God. And this is not an attack on that religion, but it is an attack on the people who think that some people who are religious or a certain religion should be able to get away with anything. We are all exactly the same. And there's nothing different about any of us. Doesn't matter about your skin color, your nationality, or religion. We're all flesh and blood, and we should be treated exactly the same. Here's the story, and it's an absolutely awful one. And I think the reason I'm covering this story is because it gives context as to what's been happening in the UK over the last couple of weeks. It shows you that this has been happening for a long time, and the country has reached boiling point, and they're not happy anymore. They've absolutely cracked it. They're angry. It's a very volatile place for everyone at the moment. I don't want to travel there. I don't want to be in Britain right now because there's been far too much going on for far too long. And if you push people enough and enough, unfortunately, people snap. That's not good either, but that's what happens. This is a story from over 10 years ago, but it gives you an idea. A Muslim abuser. Now, this is not addressed at Muslim people. He just happens to be a Muslim, but I know Muslim people, and I know that people are going to say, oh, you're attacking Muslims. No, I'm attacking this dude. Muslim abuser who, quote, didn't know that sex with a girl of 13 was illegal is spared jail. Yeah, let that sink in for a hot minute. And I guess before we go on, it's important to say that there is a word that should have been in that headline, and it rhymes with grape. I don't know why they'd have the sex word, and I'm saying sex because I don't know what fucking YouTube's trying to do with them. I don't know. But yeah, there should have been a word in there that rhymes with grape because that's what happened. It's not in the headline, but it should be. Now, you may think also that him being a Muslim is not important, but in fact, it's the reason that this story exists at all. And I guarantee you, any Muslim listening to this right now, without a doubt, without a shadow of doubt in my mind, any Muslim watching this video right now would look at this story and go, that's heinous, that's horrible, that is not what Islam is. A Muslim who raped a 13-year-old he groomed on Facebook has been spared a prison sentence after a judge heard he went to an Islamic faith school where he was taught that women are worthless. That is insane, ladies and gentlemen. Fucking bananas. It's something, though, you would expect in this third world country called England. What the fuck is going on there? Adil Rashid, 18, claimed he was not aware that it was illegal for him to have sex with the girl because his education left him ignorant of British law. Sorry, hey, shouldn't that be the law fucking everywhere? But what a piss weak excuse, you fucking grub, you predator. How is that an excuse? What the fuck is happening? Imagine being this dude's lawyer and going, yeah, that's a great argument. Let's run with that. Fuck me. Do you really need to know that it's a law? Shouldn't it be a part of you? Shouldn't that be a part of not just your culture, but a part of your epigenetics passed down from your family, from your elders? Everyone, it's passed down from my fucking family by people I grew up with that I learned that that's not something you do. Yesterday, Judge Michael Stokes, g'day Stokesy, handed Rashid a suspended sentence. Ah, good, a suspended sentence. Very good, that's pretty tough. Saying, although chronologically 18, it was quite clear from the reports that you are very naive. Who gives a fuck, Stokes? And immature when it comes to sexual matters. Fuck you to the moon, Judge. Fuck you. I've got no chance of getting a visa to get into the UK ever again, do I? You know who else was immature, though? The child. that he attacked, that he raped. They now have a life sentence. And this gets to just, what, walk free? Earlier, Nottingham Crown Court heard that such crimes usually result in a 4 to 7 year prison sentence, which is far too short as well. If you attack someone sexually, you should be in jail for fucking 30 years, 40 years, 50 years. Who would ever trust you again? But yeah, usually you get 4 to 7 years, so the obvious choice in the UK is to let him just run fucking free. Okay. The judge said that because Rashid was passive and lacking assertiveness, sending him to jail might cause him more damage than good. Who gives a fuck, mate? Let him get in there and cop a bit of damage. Maybe it's what he needs. No, maybe not what he needs, but it's definitely what he deserves. I can't believe how fucking insane this is. I know I'm not the only one thinking this. I know you're all thinking the exact same thing. This is madness. This is what they talk about with this two-tiered policing system in the UK. If you're a Christian dude, a Catholic dude, an atheist dude, if you're a Sikh, if you're fucking any other religion, you do this, you go away. How does this dude walk free? How? Rashid from Birmingham admitted he had sex with the girl, saying he had been tempted by her after they met online. They initially exchanged messages on Facebook before sending texts and chatting on the phone over a 2-month period. Then they met up in Nottingham, where Rashid had booked a room at the Premier Inn. So he's mature enough to book a hotel room, but not understand what he's doing. Sounds premeditated. Sounds like a premeditated violent attack. Let's let him walk free. Rashid then returned home and went straight to the mosque to pray. Okay, he told police he knew the girl was 13. Enough! That's enough evidence! Lock the up! I want to really hammer this home. Every Muslim that is watching this is going, dude, what the fuck is that shit? Muslim people, you don't want to get treated differently to anyone else, do you? You don't expect two-tiered policing. That's bullshit. Lock criminals up. End of story. Not hard. Earlier, the court heard that Rashid had little experience of women due to his education at his Islamic school in the UK, which cannot be named for legal reasons. Yes, let's protect them. Other interviews with psychologists, Rashid claimed that he'd been taught in his school that women are no more worthy than a lollipop that has been dropped on the ground. That sounds really healthy. That's a great curriculum. Well done, everybody. And from all of this, he got a few months in youth custody, so a fucking slap on the wrist and a suspended sentence. So a slight flick on the wrist. Where is the deterrent here to stop people doing horrific things like this? There is none. There is zero. Immigration is important. I think so. My family immigrated here to Australia from the UK. I think like in the 1850s. My family's been here a long time, but we were immigrants. People in America, your family's probably the same. Unless you're indigenous to a land, we're all immigrants, and if you go back far enough, so are the indigenous people. So it's important to allow people in. But if people get in, and number one, you should only let good people in. I'll just say that. If you're going to let people in, number one, those people should adhere to your customs of the land. It's like letting people into your house. If you're one of these people that ask people to take their shoes off, and if someone walks in and says, I'm not taking my shoes off, well, fucking get out of my house. And I want to just finish this video by saying this. People in the UK, this is caps lock, me saying this. People in the UK right now, this guy, suspended sentence. People in the UK are getting locked up for almost a decade or more for memes. Why do you think this country has gone to shit? Muslims don't want this. Christians don't want this. Catholics, atheists, no one wants this. No one wants a two-tiered policing system. It just pisses everybody off. I was going to end this video with something else, but I might put that bit, I was trying to be funny, but I might put that in another video because fuck this. Ladies and gentlemen, I guess you just fucking look after your own shit because the government doesn't want to look after you. Ladies and gentlemen, be a good motherfucker. Peace in the Middle East. Mid-X stinks. Toodle au revoir. Bye-bye.